proposal set forth in the document is one that hopefully should put a path forward to rectify the MSBC situation in such a way that it will allow MSBC to be added to proposed table 90.27, which is a pet food vitamin common names, and eventually have a definition of its own. While acknowledging that the issue at hand is more of a technicality than anything else, it is not the intention to make this a crisis situation. The intention is to hold industry to a standard for the ingredient use that is the same for other ingredients that have been approved, or to use the processes that are already in place for their intended purposes, i.e. AFCO definition process, food additive petition, or the GRAS process. Historically, we know that it has been in widespread use since the early 50s. The 2 Federal Register notices have indicated that at the time they were published, that there was not enough data to develop a GRAS notice nor a food additive petition. With all the AFCO profile trials for pet foods that have the ingredient, there should be safety data readily available to be summarized and used for one of the processes. The presence of the data should, in all likelihood, be available to be summarized and used for one of the processes. The presence of the data should, in all likelihood, greatly reduce the time for compiling the needed information. One observation, however, is a lack of data showing the dangers of overformulation during use in the different life stages of the pet. The proposal is an attempt to provide a path forward for those states that cannot exercise regulatory discretion per their state statutes, but do recognize the AFCO OP and related policies and timelines. This proposal also intends to provide a safety nets for all the parties involved. What we have seen in the past 3 years in usage of the compound is that it is being used in various species. There are labels with MSBC in it for equine, bovine, ovine, caprine, avian, reptile, cnidarians, and insect diets. With the variety of labels and foods in the marketplace, there are many of the species that are not represented in the original data submissions for the 2 Federal Register entries. This leaves a quandary for state regulators. How do we know that the compound is being used in accordance with GMPs? How do we know what level is needed in each of the species? How will the lab test for the compound be done and determine whether it is actually MSBC or one of the other metadiets? Hopefully the attached document will give us some pathway forward.